struggling to choose between Hu Tao and Nahida in Genshin Impact's latest banner? You're not alone. The decision could drastically affect your Primogem reserves. Today, we're diving deep into surprising truths and analyses that could completely reshape your view of these characters. Who truly deserves your hard-earned Primogems? Or they are both overrated by community? Stay tuned. We're going beyond mere abilities. Grab a snack and get comfortable, because you'll know exactly who to pull by the end of this video. Let's start with the enigmatic and powerful Hu Tao. As a 5-star Pyro polearm wielder and the head of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, she guides spirits to the afterlife with humor and charisma. In battle, she's seriously formidable. Hu Tao's unique ability transforms HP into a massive attack boost. The lower her health, the greater her damage. Her elemental burst, Spirit Soother, inflicts area pyro damage and heals her based on the number of enemies hit. Mastering Hu Tao demands precision in timing, positioning, and knowing just when to retreat to avoid falling in battle. In high-stakes settings like the Spiral Abyss, Hu Tao can drastically speed up your runs or cause them to stall. Imagine tackling floor 12 of the Spiral Abyss. The clock's ticking, enemies swarm. Hu Tao's timing is critical. Pair her with Jingchu for a burst of water, then watch as she unleashes devastation. It's thrilling to see those high damage numbers when she's barely holding on. Hu Tao embodies the thrill of a risk-taker. While exhilarating, her glass cannons isn't for everyone. Casual players beware. Without her first constellation C1, managing her might prove challenging, especially on mobile platforms. Do you thrive on high-risk, high-reward gameplay? Or does it stress you out? Comment below with your playstyle preferences and see how many fellow gamers share your views. Switching gears, we meet Nahida, the current Dendro Archon, embodying enlightenment itself. Unlike Hu Tao, Nahida excels in strategic manipulation, chaining enemies and priming them with Dendro for potent reactions. If chaining massive elemental reactions like a master tactician thrills you, Nahida will not disappoint. Plus, she can pick up items in the overworld, truly an Archon of convenience. In endgame scenarios, her ability to enhance the elemental mastery of allies like Yaimiko and Sino makes her indispensable in Dendro-centric teams, providing sustained support and boosting overall damage. For endgame players, Nahida's presence is invaluable. She's an excellent sub-DPS and an irreplaceable unit in Dendro-centric teams. Against weekly bosses like the Imaginarium Theater or in Spiral Abyss, Nahida provides massive elemental mastery boosts to any Electro, Pyro, Hydro character, making her an indispensable catalyst for big damage numbers. She's a support, but don't let that fool you. Nahida easily becomes an MVP in high content areas, providing great value over time. Feeling intrigued by Nahida's strategic depth? She's been a game changer for many players. If you've had a different experience, share your story in the comments. But now, we can't overlook the wild card, Arlecchino. Unlike Hu Tao, Arlecchino delivers consistent and reliable pyro damage output. Where Hu Tao gambles on her low HP for huge crits, Arlecchino stands firmly in control. Her skill rotation isn't reliant on perfect low health timing, making her accessible to both new and veteran players. And let's be real, there's something comforting about being able to deal consistent damage without staring at your health bar with anxiety. And you don't need her C1 to play comfortably. Numbers don't lie. With recent testing from sources like KQM and Honey Hunter, Arlecchino, on average, delivers more sustained DPS over time compared to Hu Tao, whose damage spikes, but also dips in downtime. When paired with supports like Bennett or Zhongli, Arlecchino showcases her potential to keep the damage rolling, unlike Hu Tao, who takes a bit longer to ramp up and sustain damage. If you're someone who already has Arlecchino and you love consistent DPS flow, rather than risky rotations, Hu Tao might just not be for you. But no matter what you're pulling, 2024 updated guide for both characters is on the way, So just subscribe and pull your favorite character. Leave the building process to me. What about team synergy? HuTao shines the most when paired with Xingqiu and Yelan for consistent hydro application, enabling powerful vaporize reactions. If you have her manager Zhongli, then he can provide the protection for you C0 Hu Tao to use all her stamina in attacking. This is the best way to maximize Hu Tao's damage. Also, if you recently pulled for Zulonin, she is another essential character for Hu Tao, providing the very juicy resistance shred. On the other hand, Nahida fits perfectly into any Dendro reaction teams, synergizing with characters like HuTao or Raiden Shogun. Nahida boosts all your Electro characters' damage significantly and will become irreplaceable in your team as soon as you get her. The Genshin community has mixed thoughts. The majority, especially those aiming for meta comps, are choosing Nahida for her versatility. She opens up so many team compositions and truly makes Dendro one of the most valuable elements today. HuTao? She's still a favorite for veterans who love maximizing damage and showcasing those 100k plus crits. Also, the current meta favors reaction-based characters. Vaporize, Bloom, Hyper Bloom, and Nahida, as a Dendro character, is the backbone of those comps. So, in my consideration, if you have Arlecchino already, then you might not have much reason to pull for HuTao. And if you don't have Arlecchino and got Nahida already, then you should consider HuTao. She is still one of the best DPS you can get, even after 4 years. But if you don't have Nahida, then you should definitely consider her even if you have other Dendro characters like HuTao, and Nahida is the best Dendro character for now. But remember, Genshin Impact is about finding joy in your gameplay style. So, choose the character that best suits your approach, and let's keep making those perfect teams together. Just before you go, check out this explosive analysis on why 90% of players skipped Kiori. Is Geo really that bad? Or are we missing out on a hidden gem? Click here to uncover the secrets and join the conversation. I'll see you there.